Here's a quick review of what we have come up with so far. As you guys already know what capture model is all about, let's cut to the chase and see the actual working of the process. This interface right here deals with the data which is in form of a matrix, where the column represents the number of inspectors and the rows represents the number of defects in a particular artifact. Now what happens is input file is fed to the interface and it compute output files based on these input files, and what they look like would be shown to you in a minute, so just hold on. The first step in order to compute those output files is to specify the range of inspectors and defects. Now what I mean by that is, suppose you set the range as 1 to 5. Now what would happen now is the output file would be computed on the basis of two components. One is the inspector, second is the defect. Now by saying 1 to 5, it means that it would compute the output file based on first 5 columns and first 5 rows. The second and third step can be better explained once the output file is ready. So let's compute one. Suppose we take 1 to 2 for example. Let's pick one of these sample inputs. Okay. Now specify a folder in which the output files will be saved. Okay, so output files are ready now. Now what these two features would do is that they would give all the possible combinations of at least one or at most two inspectors inspecting at least one and at most two distinct defects. Now the second step is to feed these output files to the K2 tool, which has got its own algorithm and its own statistical methods to further evaluate and compute results based on these output files. What K2 tool does is it gives you an estimate of total number of defects in a particular artifact. As I said, it is an estimate, it is not a fixed number, so the estimate may vary from the actual number. K2 tools output file would look like, let me give you an example. These are some default models that are to be checked. These are some default values that K2 tool deals with. Let me show you a quick example. Now comes the output file. Now all these calculations right here, these are some calculations about which we are not concerned. The only number that we are concerned with is right here, which is 171. Now what K2 tool is actually trying to say is this particular artifact would have 171 defects in it, and it is just an estimate. As I said before as well, it is just an estimate. It is an approximate number. Now as you guys can see, K2 tool can only deal with one file at a time. So our second task was to automate the computation of all the output files, and to go about that we have used an automated script that would compute the results and store them in a separate folder automatically. And let's begin with the actual process itself. To begin with the process of automation, we have to specify or create an output folder into which the K2 tool would save its output files. So let's create one. Now we can start this script and it would compute results automatically. And here I would like to make a comment to automate the the results or the output files from the first interface. We are using this software called Automation Anywhere. So, and script is already ready, and we have we have already completed it and we are done with it. So let's specify the folder. And the automation would be done. As you can see, it is giving the path to the now comes this part, is saving the output of the K2 tool. It's all gonna happen all by itself via scripts. As you can see, it's loading the other file as well, and it's gonna keep going until all the files have their respective outputs. It's going to compute the third file. And now it's going to save the output for the third file. So this was the quick review of what was our project was all about, and our project is ready to go. It's completed now, and if you have any questions, comments, concerns, please let us know. Thank you.